Hello, my dear friends of Weber Kettle Classics. To get a Weber Kettle Classic here in Germany is not that easy, to be true. Pre-codes, very, very rare. I think it was in 1977 that the first Weber showed up officially here in Germany on a fair. Anyway, still though, there were guys from the army who brought some kettles, pre-codes here to Germany. And so, since I was working for Lufthansa, the German airline, a colleague of mine, a flight attendant, he brought one in the early 70s. So what he bought in the States was a 1971-1972 model of the Caribbean Avocado, 22.5-inch, 57 centimeters. So, and I had the opportunity to buy that grill. Right, it was offered for free, imagine this, on the internet. Now let's have a look to its lid. Here we go with the lid. Here we have the Weber barbecue kettle pending, what tells us that this was done between 1969 and 1972. What's the difference between the 1969, 1970 and the 71 and 72 kettles with that damper? Easy to explain. Those wheels. Those are the plastic wheels, because in 69 and in 70 there were still the steel wheels. And now after that, according to the market, these plastic wheels, right? So after cleaning them, I had to do that white wall thing one more time to the wheel, and I'm not very happy about it. If you watch it from the far, it's looking much better than if you take a closer look. Those legs, wow, it was a lot of work till I got them back to shiny legs again. Same with this little guy here. It was completely rusted, and that was the best I could make out of it. All right, but I wanted to keep the original. So now, see, here is the second wheel. Wonderful. The reason to name this thing a 71-72 grill. Now let's get back to the handle, to the lid, in that case, to the handle of that grill. And I need to tell you, the original was that one. And as you can see, time really went hard for this grill. This grill was used for about like 20-25 years, and the next 25 years up to 30 years this grill was just standing outside. Winter, summer, it had a hard time, to be true. So, and I'm quite happy that I got these. You know, you could imagine that there were really rust stains around this handle. And I'm happy that I got it off like that. It was really a bunch of work. Next thing I incurred, was that this wooden lid, normally attached to the metal bar with rivets, I had to put in these screws. Yeah, that was not so easy because I broke the lower part of the handle. So I had to glue it, but now everything is fine again, and this thing works. Lit from the inside, I was astonished to get it back on track like this. Watch it. I'm pretty proud of that. See this? Awesome, ain't it? All right. Now, lid is done, wheels are done, and legs are done. Now, let's talk about the lower part of the kettle. The lower part of our kettle, yeah, comes up with these damages. I mean, it's a 50 years plus grill, you will have some damages on it, right? And as you can see over here in this places, I really got that rust stains off of it. And if you check here, there is still some left. And I'll show you how I managed to get these back looking like that, at least without that rust. And you can see here as well where the metal handlebars are attached. There's still some rust. And I'm gonna fight this right now with that rust delete I bought from the internet, from Amazon. See here, wherever you look, there is rust. Around here as well. And that's the rear handle, the same thing. So what did I buy me? Is that rust delete. What brought up things like this. They were really looking brownish, and I didn't like that. That's looking even better than before. Now, I'll show you how to do this. I already put all the paste on. You see, the paste must be covering the rusty parts pretty thick. They say it's just like 2 to 4 millimeters, in worst cases up to 1 centimeter to put it on. It needs to stay there between 6 and 24 hours. Of course, I'm using 24 hours because that rust goes very deep. All right. So why did I put that cling foil on? In the instruction, they say that the paste you're using needs to stay all the time wet. So the best thing you can do, so they said, put cling foil around it to keep it wet during the entire process. Once this is done, we're through the process. I'll just take the cling foil off, and then I need to use a high pressure cleaner to get it off. Well, same here on the inside of the cooker bowl. See, I just punched on these little rivets for the dampers. Some of that paste goes like okay, that should do. After all, this is all I did to the inside of the cooker bowl. Of course, the rivets and some of the rust parts in the bowl. Now cover it with cling foil. Since this is done, let's take care of the rear handle. Now let's take care for the handles to get them back on track as well. Rear lip is done as well. And same underneath here. That wasn't much actually, but I'll just give it a try and let's see how this works in the end. Now putting the cling foil. Now, since the cling foil sits in all places, we let the entire thing sit for 24 hours. Here we go. Now, after 24 hours, we're ready to take off the cling foil now. I took the bowl out. Next thing I need to do, as I said, taking the cling foil off and getting the high pressure washer ready. After I took off the cling foil, you can see that this got pretty dark. The orange paste at the places where there had been a lot of rust, it turns blackish, right? See, like here. Let's get that high pressure washer ready and get started taking that off. Now see how this worked. Pretty fine. You can see the real steel coming up. There is still some kind of rust here, so apparently I should go through this one more time, but I think this is fair enough right now and I won't do that. especially here where the sockets are welded to the lower part of the bowl. You can see that was totally rusted. Now see how this looks right now. This is fantastic. That's what I think. You know, plus I didn't do much elbow grease. It was just putting the paste on and taking the paste off. That's it. See here the rivets, they're looking cool. Right, now let's check on the metal handle bar. Do you see this? All rust came off. This is so cool. The same round here at the edge. That was all brownish because of rust. Or here. It all went off. I'm really happy about it. Well, there's just one place here, one spot. It's still a little bit brown, but maybe I'm overdoing the thing here. I'll try to do that again with steel wool. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna leave it as is. All right? See those holes over here? They had been super rusty. There are still some remaining rust spots here, but you know what? I think I'm done with it. Now see this. This is one part where I forgot to put the paste on here. And now, without using any elbow grease, here, wherever I put paste on, it's just looking fantastic, don't you think so? Well, let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. And get this thing dry now. Now see that rivets inside bowl. Look, just after just right one treatment, there's still some rust down here, but did you see this? This is insane. It really, see here that rusty part, all the rust came off. So if I would give this a second treatment, or a third one maybe later, this would come out like new, I guess. This is crazy. But for me, it's fine like this. You know, we don't need to forget that this grill is 50 plus years old. Now I'm back in my workshop and getting this thing dry, very important. I use high pressure air. Unbelievable. I thought I took all of the seeds out of there, but see, this just came out of there too. Yeah, I wonder what kind of animal that was putting in all these things down there. And that metal handle. And of course, it's super important to get the water out of here, because there always remains water inside, and that takes on the first rust steps then, yeah? Now check this out. These lower dampers, they were just not anywhere any more movable. But see that? How easy that goes now? Here. That's wonderful. The handle came off and that went, but you see? It's like brand new. Well, moving like brand new. Maybe even a little bit softer. But I'm happy about the outcome of the entire thing right now. Now this is it. Finally done. Let's have a walk around. I'm really happy about this little cute thing. So now for me, that was a real game changer with that rust delete. And I would love to know what you think about it. I saved a lot of elbow grease by that way of doing it. You know, I really have to say that was so cool, that was so easy, and it was so efficient. Do you have different ideas how to work on that rust issues? Or what do you think about the way I did it this time with rust delete? I mean, I got it somewhere on Amazon, I think. I'm not quite sure. I have to check that, where I got it from, but I'm really happy about it. And I think I will continue working on my restorations like this. All right. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Take care and see you soon in the next video.